Hello everyone and welcome back to Hexen as the cleric. Excuse me for 1 second, I forgot to set something up correctly. But now we're in business. Actually, let me move that a little closer. There we go. That's all better, I hope. It looks all better, so. And remember, looks are everything. They're not. Hell yeah. 2 for 2. Alright, let's get to fucking work. So you see over here, you know, we need more gems. We really do. We don't have enough gems. Let me see actually, how many slots are here? Aw, damn it, there's only 6. Oh shit, apparently they're still here. Well, I got a rip-roaring weapon for them. Seriously, isn't Wraithforge fantastic? I know you just saw it a little here and a little in the last video, but isn't it just incredible? It's like, mwah, best weapon ever. I love it. It's incredible. Well, we're almost done with Hexen. Like, we're almost completely done with Hexen. Because, well, this is it. This is the last playthrough. This is the last time I'm ever playing Hexen. No. I am playing Hexen more at some point in the future, though I am getting a little sick of Hexen 1's campaign now, so I probably won't play it for a good while after this escapade of recording it all for a video, because I love you. I want to show you how awesome this game is. In this grove of sorrow, 2 planets, one green, one blue, cleverly concealed from the likes of you. I like that one. It's a funky rhyme. Anyway, yes, we must find the 6 Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, I mean, Sonic had 6 for a while. It works. Or, I mean, most of the games featured 6 for a while. Anyway, irrelevant. Kill. You know what? Caution to the wind. It's centaurs and slaughters. It can be easily taken care of. Fuck off, fucker. I bet no one likes you. Comment down below if you like that particular slaughter. Not whether you like slaughters, that particular one here on the Orchard of Lamentations. Sorry, I forgot the name of the level for a minute. I'm not at all ashamed to use this more and more than I should, because it rocks, dude. It doesn't seem good. I'm using it on like a few enemies, but seriously, that thing rocks. It'll shred if you give it the chance. Fuck. Hell yeah! One of them got stuck in the gas cloud. Yes, yes. Snipe at me all you want, but I am much too fast for you. Until that happens. Then I'm not so fast anymore. Not so big boy. Alright, so we got the slaughters in the yard. And an Etten that teleported in. Poor guy. He didn't deserve that. That was an ineffectual Wraith Verge, apparently. Truly the worst kind, because as we've been over, Wraith Verge takes a ton of mana to use. But like any good super weapon, it can, well, be used incorrectly, and that's exactly what I just did. Alright. Well, I know that weapon's bad against them. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Aside from, like, fucking... Jesus Christ, he can aim. Even through this intense fog. I know it's not a factor for the fucking enemies. Like, they can see through it, but... I'm making a joke with that. Yeah, like I said, really my only good option is the fucking Porcolator. And swearing profusely, apparently. Yes, there was that pesky piece of green mana that I can no longer pick up. That's... right. I don't need my powerful weapons. I really don't. I can just go in here and beat the shit out of these guys. And you might notice something I'm doing. I'm running at them, hitting them, and then backing up. This is because their attacks have a limited range, of course. So do mine. But by running up to them, I provoke them into attacking, and they can't move while they do that. So, effectively, what I do is I approach, get them to start whacking me, and then they miss, and then I run right back up so they can't move any closer. Well, for the most part. And you know, the strategy, even if they have you, like, backed up really close to a wall, squirming like that can be really helpful. Alright. Get the hell out of the way. I guarantee you that would have taken more shots of the Serpent Staff. I guarantee you it would have taken more mana to use the Serpent Staff and, you know, Firestorm in that situation. And it would have taken out less of them. That's something I can rarely say. Also, fiddlesticks. I missed the switch in here. Also, yes, I did say that just to be funny. So hurry up and fucking laugh already. Poor things are just dying left and right. Because they're so stupid. I don't blame them for that, though. If you don't know the lore of Hexen, even though I don't follow lore to a letter, I don't follow lore to the letter when I, you know, with series I like, I don't follow it to the letter. I have headcanon, obviously, just like everyone else, but the official explanation is these Etten were former humans transformed into these things by Korax. They don't remember a lot, and they don't remember a lot from when they were human, and they're not very intelligent, but they remember just enough to hate you for what you still are and what they've lost. So it's really sad, even though I don't personally buy into that. Like, you know, the headcanon I have is different, but it's still a really fucking sad story. And I say, like, my headcanon is different and act like, oh, you know, that's fine. And, you know, it's actually kind of alright. Because, and this is a big because, the lore in this series can actually be inconsistent at times. And it can be in any series, but you know, I believe the manual for Hexen says that all the Serpent Riders use centaurs and slaughters in their armies, when that is objectively not true because Disparel doesn't do it, and Eidolon would go on to not do that. So, clearly, that's incorrect. But, hell. The Etten story is still really sad, so I thought it good to tell that. You know, I just think that they're their own thing, really. Like, I would go in depth on my headcanon and how I interpret this series, but that could be like a whole other several hour long video, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna talk about what we officially know and what's officially been said, which is that these fuckers are former humans. And Korax made them into that, and this part's only implied, alright? This part's only implied. But those are the former Legionnaires. The fighter boss, Zedek, is the captain of the Legion, and I'll continue this in a minute. Within the repository of mystic artifacts and treasure, the sapphire, the emerald, and the ruby are yours to collect if you can survive. Alright, back to that little story I was telling. You know, Zedek is the captain of the Legion, and he's in cahoots with Korax. He was in cahoots with Korax. And what that means is something probably even worse for the Legionnaires. They were probably deliberately sent into a hopeless battle by Zedek, knowing full well that, like, you know, obviously knowing they would be defeated, but also, not just that, because, you know, like, people can send others into hopeless battles all the time, and it's like, you know, okay, they were trying on a miracle. But in the case of Zedek, he not only knew it would be a hopeless battle, but he sent his troops in because, you know, obviously he planned it because he's captain of the Legion. And then, presumably, he told Korax exactly what those plans were, leading to them being completely slaughtered. Or, well, not slaughtered, well, some were definitely slaughtered, but leaving most of them to be transformed into Etten. Now, ain't that cruel? Of course it is. That's why Korax is the big bad guy of this game. Except I'd actually debate he wasn't as big of a bad guy as we give him credit for. I mean, yes, he's a Serpent Rider, he's doing all the big, culty, evil things. But at the same time, Traductus, Menelkir, and Zedek literally got most of their followers killed or transformed into hideous monsters. Well, I actually don't know about Traductus. I really don't know, but you know, Menelkir probably, the Dark Bishops are probably his doing. They're probably like his former subjects who he's tricked into following this, and now they can't escape. Effectively, they've been tricked into a cult. If they weren't already in one before, which, based on lore, they probably were, but whatever. And then out comes Zedek, who literally gets his legions killed on purpose. Well, not killed, but transformed into these hideous monsters, and presumably killed. Everyone who went against them was effectively killed. So, you know, definitely some of their followers were killed. So yeah, I'd argue that the three player bosses are actually the real evil in this game. I mean, yes, Korax exploited them, but really, like, Korax empowered them, but he was really just doing exactly that. He was just giving them a way to enact their fiendish plans. Still, Korax is bad, and, well, I mean, look around. He is killing people. But, or at least trying to kill people, considering we've done such a good job at beating his minions into submission and death. But, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Korax, clearly evil, but I'd argue not the big bad guy of this game. Also, you may have noticed the cool as hell FMV designs for the player bosses and how they aren't made into sprites. You know, maybe one day if I decide to actually fucking sit down and do it, I could totally edit the sprites to match those designs. I have the skill. I just don't have the will. I have enough on my plate as is. There are plenty of things I'd love to do, but just don't have time for or am not smart enough to do. Hey, piss off. That face when you tell him to piss off, but he doesn't die. You two, piss off. That's right, switches. Box just yeeted me across the room. I was about to say, that's the switch I'm looking for. That's the ticket. Also, note, monsters can physically pass through portals here. Like, on the map, they can physically move into the area a portal is supposed to be, but they cannot teleport with them. Kind of weird if they could, actually. Because that does mean that the instant best strategy, which, you know, the AI wouldn't be intelligent enough to use anyway, would just be to go to, well, you know, assuming if this was an actual scenario, the best course of action would just be every enemy go behind a portal and then gang up on the hero as soon, and I mean as soon as he goes through, because there's nothing you can, I guess you could shoot weapons through the portal. This is going way off topic and is way too complicated for my tiny little brain to understand, so we're just gonna stop. We now have all the planets. Then we gotta do this. So, okay, I'm gonna put the planets in and I'm gonna call it here because it's been like 18 minutes. Please excuse me, I am feeling... it's a lot of burnout with this one. Because I'm sure you understand, but it's a lot of burnout now because I've played it so much recently. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. And I will see you next time for more Hexen, where we go do some shit. We'll eventually kill Korax, and that's what we're after. Killing Korax for a third time.